Another review show, another winless game from Rangers, and another title that has went up in smoke. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, and it was pretty much Hibernian. It set the fire today that has burnt down Rangers' title hopes. Match day 2, and it looks like it's all over for Derek McInnes, or as some people are calling him, Derek McWinless, which is a pretty decent name considering he's had 3 competitive games, not a single victory. But there was a victory for Footer Fracken, who finally got a win. And what a win it was, 4-0 against Dundee United. And then, of course, we have to give credit to Celtic as well. A very convincing 5-1 win against one of the best defences I think I've ever seen in Scottish football. We all know how good that Kilmarnock back line is. I mean, they defend like prime Italia teams in the 90s, early 2000s. So I was very impressed, man, for Celtic to score 5 goals, especially the first 4. The first 4 were amazing. And you look at you feel bad for Kelly because they literally couldn't have done any more. I mean, Kelly made no mistakes for those first 4 goals. They defended. They defend it like warriors. They defend it like gods. But ultimately, they were almost taking on a higher power in Celtic. So what can you do when you're up against that kind of firepower? When you've got the likes of Yang coming at you, you just have to sit there, pray, and hope that 90 minutes later you're still alive to tell the story of one of the greatest wingers to ever live. And then Casper Hogh, Jesus. I mean, we've seen some good players in Scotland, but this is it. I mean, this is the best of the greatest bunch you've ever seen. So, I'm fearful. And it all happened while Mark O'Neill wasn't even there. So, just imagine how much better this Celtic team will get when Mark O'Neill is back in the dugout.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood to joke about it. I'm fucking depressed.
I'm joking, I'm telling you. See, could you imagine if Celtic played Kelly next week and Martin O'Neill was back in the dugout and Kelly's defence had an off day? Could you imagine if Kelly's defence actually made 4 mistakes? Think of the amount of goals Celtic could score, man. I'm telling you, man.
They could score 5, couldn't they?
Oh, aye. Anyway, it was a good weekend. St Mirren, let's give shout out to St Mirren. They're the only other team with a 100% record because unfortunately Motherwell dropped theirs this weekend. 0-0 draw against Falkirk. Pretty poor. Now, I get it. If you're basing it on last season, you might say, well, that's actually not a bad result considering Motherwell only picked up 1 point last season in 4 games against Falkirk. But this is a different season. This is a different Falkirk. I think Motherwell will be disappointed. They get a win.
Should have won though.
St Johnstone losing a tight game against St Mirren. I still think they'll be happy with that. I'm looking at St Johnstone's fixtures. I'd probably say if you offered them 3 points, despite being against Kelly and St Mirren, they'd probably have taken that.
No, I mean, yeah.
And last but not least, do you want to say something? Or?
Well, what I was going to say is,
normally you go hiding, Mr. Big Stevie Rangers.
I'm for all here to say it, but I mean, most people look at those
1872, is that the amount of hours you go missing for every time Rangers win a game?
What is this? Win a game?
I lose a game.
So
what's the Rangers win?
I've never went missing, mate.
What's the Rangers win?
Do you know Derek McInnes hasn't won outside of Tynecastle since January?
That's fucking bogging, isn't it?
It's fucking August, man. And we don't play Hearts till about October, so I hope that's not true.
Jesus. And finally, the Jobby team beat the real Jobby team because we all know that Aberdeen are the shitest in the league.
Beat your wee team last week though, didn't they?
Nah, robbed my team last week, mate. Let's get that correct.
Right.
And I see it, Derek McInnes, that's what he's got to be looking at. He's got to be looking at the calendar. He needs to be looking at Aberdeen.
Yep, a couple of weeks away, but nonetheless.
Pittodrie, former club. Yeah, that could be the game that gets him sacked.
Could be.
See if Aberdeen beat Rangers 6-0. Should Derek McInnes walk across Pittodrie with his wee briefcase?
And his brown brogues?
Aye.
Probably, aye.
Would it be the final walk? The last walk?
You can't lose 6-0 to Aberdeen.
Can you lose 6-0 to anybody as Rangers? You need to be like a Real Madrid.
If it's the Champions League, man.
Good luck with you being in that.
If it's the Conference League,
You'll never see Champions League again.
Let's just talk about the League 2, alright? Rip the piss out of me all you want. I'm here. I'm still throwing jabs. Right, Dumbarton 1, Clyde 0. Over 1,000 people at this game. That's a pretty good turnout.
It is, aye. Dumbarton, The Rock.
I'll tell you this for free, right? Our match reviews get a couple of thousand views though, so we're smoking The Rock. We're a bigger box office draw than The Rock.
Didn't think I'd ever say that, like.
No, never did I, like, but I mean, you just have to really admire the West Wing.
Depends what channel you're looking at it from.
Absolutely, but here, a 1-0 win, fair play, right? Elgin City won 4-1. Rock stars here at the Borough Briggs Stadium. That's what we're here for, a 1-1 draw. Big Ross. Could you get any closer to the mic, you? Speak into the mic, as Jesse Pinkman would say, right? Kelly Hearts 3, still in Albion 2. Normally this would mean a disaster for Hearts on Sunday, but not today.
No, good, no.
No, good. Oh, you champing at the bit here. Kelly Hearts.
Aye, Kelty Hearts won, aye, brilliant.
You need to fucking relax there, son.
I'll relax.
You seen George Calder's the referee and you get too excited. right, Stranraer nil and Athletic.
Who the fuck is George Calder?
I don't know, I hyped them up. Anyway, Stranraer nil and Athletic 1. The boys in Stranraer couldn't get the job done, but Alistair Roy could, and it's a 1-0 win there for Annie.
Aye, good win for Annie. Wasn't expecting it. Stranraer. Could their days be numbered this season?
Well, they could be, but any days are numbered, to be fair, right? The Spartans 2, Edinburgh City 2.
This is a coupon buster, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, the way it went as well, I mean, that's a lot of yellows. If you had cards, you probably were up.
I don't think you can bet cards in these games.
No, I don't think you can either. I mean, see Bradley White, is he that shite they can't put a capital on his second name?
Ooh. Is it possible that... No, I was going to say something stupid, like, but whatever.
The lowercase broke, or the uppercase?
No, I was thinking more along the lines of maybe White's no his surname, but even then, middle names would be capitalised as well, I guess, wouldn't they?
Could just called him Bradley, to be honest. Right, there you go. So, let's look at the League 2 table then, shall we? And no team has got 100% record, but we do have Edinburgh City on -4. Stranraer.
Bit strange that. You'd think after only 2 games, at least one of the teams would have won 2 matches, but nah, that's not the case. So
Signing a competitive league.
No, it is. 100% record's gone already. And Edinburgh City move up to 4 points, so they're heading in the right direction. I mean, you think 8 teams out of the 10 have got a win after just 2 games. That's a lot. So yeah, I think that is a sign of a competitive league. Elgin Spartans are 4-4, sitting on 4. 4-4. Maybe the Rangers' job's a step too far for Derek McInnes. Oh, whoa!
You ruined it.
Kelty Hearts sitting in 6th, which is 3 places higher than Rangers. And Athletic 7th, Dumbarton 8th, Stranraer 9th. Stranraer's got no points and they're still in the same position as Rangers. That's bogging.
We may as well have
and Edinburgh City -4, which is probably the amount of points Kelly should be on after that horrible defending today. No.
Right, League 1.
That wee joke ran its course at the start of the video.
Right, 1, East Kilbride 1. Wee bit surprised by this for East Kilbride to get the job.
Nah, I predict that 1-1 draw, so
well done
I knew I was dead.
Right, East 5-2, Cove Rangers 0. Both Rangers get beat this weekend. There you go. Hamilton, another wee win.
Hold on, how quickly are you speeding through this shit?
As quick as I want. What's wrong with it? Well, hold on.
People want to know the goal scorers, and you're just running past them like they don't matter.
They fucking see them. See, unless you're blind, you can actually see them.
Right, Hamilton, Cameron Blues.
2 wins out of 2.
That's good for them, isn't it? Aye.
Not quite the 5-0 last week, but 1-0. It's all the same, isn't it? I'd take a 1-0 win every week. Guess what? You win every game.
No shit, Einstein. If you score 1 and your opponent scores 0, that tends to be a victory and 3 points.
Great, that, isn't it, man? When you just point out the obvious. Right, there we go. Big Cameron Smith. Just for everyone in the back. Cameron Smith with the goal.
Huh? I say his name for a 3rd time in case somebody didn't hear it.
Cammy Smith. Cameron Smithy.
That's plenty, man.
1-0 win there.
Patter's pish.
Ross County 2, Montrose 1. Big Brian Graham stepping up late with a goal.
I'm pretty sure I've signed. I've had that Gary Oliver in my Football Manager save before.
When?
Don't know, just pointless fucking.
It's a generic name though. It could be.
No, yeah, there's probably been about 10 Gary Olivers that have played in Scotland over the last decade or whatever. So Brian Graham though getting the winner in the 86th minute.
This guy's get fucking angry.
No.
You scroll a wee bit down because I thought there might be another game.
Because we need to give Ross County here some credit, right? And you just want to fly past them.
No, because I want to see if there was another game.
No, I think it is. I think you're just jealous of all these other teams that have won. Because you don't know what a win is. So you're trying to gloss over all these amazing...
Say we won in pre-season, and I didn't.
Did you not? No. You must have beat somebody.
Oh, well, there was, but there was no proof.
Did you not beat St. Ennet? No.
No, it was a draw.
You beat them 2-1? Pretty sure you got a late penalty, aye? We got 2 penalties in that game.
Oh, fuck, we did.
There you go, aye. I did, aye.
Jesus.
I know that because I remember looking at the results when I cut because I say Rangers have looked shite in pre-season, and then people said, "Oh, shut the fuck up, Jambo! You don't know what you're talking about. You talk a lot of rubbish. You don't know nothing." Well, I don't know. I think I may have been right based on what's happened since. All I said was Rangers look shite in pre-season, and guess what? We're at the beginning of the competitive season. They still look shite. So. Nothing's changed.
You're right. Right, there's the League One table. 2 teams are 100%. 2 teams were hee-haw, so competitive, but the 2 teams I expect...
The three teams that we thought would compete for the title are in the top 3, and I expect it to stay that way. East Fife, I'm sure, will be there or thereabouts in terms of looking for a playoff spot. I just don't think they've got the quality, though, to actually compete for the title. But once you get in that playoff spot, you've got as good a chance as anyone of going up. It's a lottery. Especially in the lower leagues where it's just you've got a fair shot at it because all 4 teams involved play a semi-final and a final. It's not like the Championship to Premiership,
which is about 40 rounds.
Which is just fucking bullshit. What's your thoughts on the new English Championship promotion playoffs?
I feel like I've answered this about 10 times, but here.
I don't think you've answered it at all.
7th and 8th. And then bang, there's 2 more in, and it's a bit more fairer.
So how's it go then?
So obviously what you've got is you've got 3rd against 8th. Then you've got 4th against 7th. Then you've got 5th against 6th.
And that leaves you 3 teams?
Aye.
And what did they have a fucking triple threat match, you stupid dick?
Why not?
So therefore, you've never answered that question, you've no fucking clue how it works, and you tried to be a jackass, didn't you? And you failed miserably. Well, you know what I mean? Miserably. Anyway.
I don't give a fuck about the English Championship. Rangers have signed enough shite from it. I mean, honestly, I'd take a triple threat match.
How it works is 3rd down to 8th qualify for the playoffs.
Boring.
Yeah. 3rd and 4th get a bye into the semi-final.
That's what I meant.
5th plays 8th. 7th plays 6th, and then the 2 winners of those ties go into the semis. Regardless of who wins between the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, whoever finishes 3rd in the league will automatically get the lowest seeding. So it doesn't matter. So it's not like the way like 4th would maybe be lined up to take the winner between 5th and 8th, and you'd be given 3rd the winner between 6th and 7th.
Aye.
It doesn't matter. It's not lined up that way. So whoever the lowest seeded team is coming out of the so-called quarterfinals, that's who 3rd place gets. So 3rd place is guaranteed to get the lowest finishing team in the semi-finals. It just depends on who that is. So obviously, if 5th beats 8th and 6th beats 7th, then 3rd place plays 6th. But for example, if 8th upset 5th, then they'd play 8th. So that's...
No, I get that.
And then
it's a bit complicated in a sense, but it's probably because it's the riches of the Premier League. They'll actually put a bit of effort.
Well, all it is basically you're getting 2 extra games. So rather than doing, like, essentially 2 semis and a final, now you're getting 2 quarters, 2 semis and a final. It's all about money, really, at the end of the day, just to try and...
As interesting as that was, I've got something more interesting. The Hunt for Red October. Someone said that's another great Sean Connery movie in the preview show, and I agree. Have I watched that?
No, I've not seen it, no.
Like Sean hunting for a wee submarine. So, yeah.
I'll maybe need to check that one in.
So that's one for the DVD collection, right?
What about the Hunt for Title 56? Are you going to add that to the DVD collection?
Straight to DVD.
How many
man.
seasons of that is there?
Too many. Last 5. Soon to be 6. Right, Arbroath nil, Inverness nil.
When's the final season?
You tell me. I don't know. Right, 0-0. Big whoop. What's there to say? What's there to
For you, not a lot, obviously.
What's there to say?
You've given up.
Fucking tell me what's there to say.
You've given up. What's wrong with you?
Who's giving up? Not wrong for me to give up.
Right, Arbroath nil, Inverness nil.
See if John Cena supported Rangers, man. He'd have fucking tapped out 20 odd years ago.
Right, bunch of yellow cards. There you go. Really, not a lot else to add there. 1,381 at Gayfield Park. We move on to Dunfermline 1, Ayr United 1. Two teams I expect to be in the playoffs probably come the end of the season. Andrew Todd gave Dunfermline the lead. Ayr United equalised just for half time with Luke Macbeth. 5,551 in attendance. That's an attendance that would do the Premiership proud, to be fair.
It is, but I look at Ayr and think they really could put Neil McCann under pressure this weekend. Ayrshire Derby. He could be getting his.
It's funny because Neil McCann came in. I don't know. I think he's got a bit. I think he's got a bit of credit in the bank. Neil McCann.
I'd say if he loses against Ayr, he is 1 or 2 away from really being done.
I mean, the guy. I mean, yeah. Kilmarnock put not the form team. That was Celtic, obviously, because they won the last 7. But Kilmarnock were probably like the second best team on form last season, at least at the end. I know they were in against teams in the bottom 6, but still they were winning. You know, they put on a really good run. Didn't expect to see this. I don't know why they've just defensively got so fucking bad, but anyway, good point. I think for both teams.
Work with someone else's squad. Now he's got his own. That's a bit shite. Right, moving on. Queens Park 1, Raith Rovers 2. Queens Park. Do you not think they're like another Morton? See, apart from that season they had a couple of years ago, they're just mid-table / relegation fodder. Just a bit shite.
Yeah, you can't really be playing at Hampden, can you know, when you've got 866 people in attendance?
Well, I think it was lesser Hampden they were playing at, but...
No, that's my point. It's like, no wonder they're not playing at Hampden.
Yeah, I mean...
You know, like, you just...
It's probably been a while since we said it, but if someone wanted to take over a club and try and get new fans, you got a 50,000 seater sitting there.
I know, Queen's Park could be like the Man City of Scotland.
Could be. But a 2-1 win for Raith, so gotta have faith in the Raith. Steady 2-0. This was... I would go as far as saying printing money, because Green at Morton are fucking shite. I predicted 2-0.
Steny were 4-5, I believe.
Brilliant. That is an odds enhancer right there.
You say that. I mean, they didn't really secure the victory right till the end. Michael Anderson scored in the 57th minute. Gus Stevenson, 92nd minute, sealed the deal. Not a lot coming back for Greenock Morton. 675 people in attendance. Chris's Morton's TV. I wonder how he's feeling about this. I think he should be getting prepared for League One.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a Morton fan, I would be doing that. To be honest, I could be getting prepared for the Championship soon, sadly. But Josh Hay, referee, and they were on to Hogh Morton. Right, Friday night, delight. Partick Thistle beat Livy 2-0. This is a result that just makes me go, we're one step closer to getting someone back in the Premiership that ain't called Livy. Partick, I believe, will do it. They were the much better team. I thought Livy were pretty shite. I thought Livy's kit as well was a bit shite.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It didn't look like a Livy kit. It looked like an Airdrie kit or something.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Livy's kit's probably the least of their concerns, but Partick looked good. This is the time. The time is now. It's now or never. You can't keep coming second in the Championship or failing in the playoffs. I actually think they'll win it comprehensively. If you disagree, the floor is yours. You know, you're captain, drag it out, so fucking go for it. What's your case?
No, I think they probably will win it. I just don't know if I don't think they'll win it easily, but I would probably predict Partick to win it.
By like 7 points is relatively easy.
I disagree because Dunfermline won it by about 7 points last season, and I wouldn't say it was easy for them.
Dunfermline did.
St Johnstone, mate. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. You're full of fucking shite.
You're the guy that's literally hanging on there, right? Not got a clue where he is.
Botched anything. You just said Dunfermline
botching life.
A
slip of the tongue. I meant St Johnstone. Big deal.
Slip of the tongue. Right then, moving on.
Well, the Rangers are sitting top of the table. Oh no, wait, slip of the tongue. I meant Celtic.
Your team's shite.
This team's higher than yours, mate. That's alright.
Doesn't mean shit, son.
Alright, okay. Hold on. Hearts ripped apart Dundee United, something that Rangers just couldn't have did the other week there, so.
Oh, we'll see who finishes higher then. Fucking I'm worried about Hearts.
You said that like you know for a fact Rangers will finish higher.
They fucking will. Hearts are shite.
Right.
Derek will get it right. He'll take me fucking Claudio away. What about your wee song? Is this the way to Barcelona? You're going to Vienna, you're getting pumped, and then there'll be no more European football. That's your wee song for you, right? Partick's at top, Morton's at bottom, and then it's just a bit of a shite sandwich in the middle. Stenny sitting third. I said they'll finish fourth. You laughed at it. We're not laughing anymore, are you?
It's 2 games, mate. They won't finish.
Oh, well, you're bragging about fucking Hearts beating Rangers, so why can't I brag about Stenny? Exactly. Reverse Uno there. And your candy ass. Levy's sitting fifth. I would take that right now. Just no playoffs. Yada yada. I mean, honestly, would you not take that? Would you not take that table finishing the way it is right here, right now?
Yeah, aye, no, I'd be happy enough with that. Right, Partick back in the top flight. A bunch of teams that we haven't seen in the top flight, and I mean maybe ever. Stennismuir ever been in it? I don't know.
No.
So aye, interesting playoffs. I'd take that right now. Levy nowhere to be seen. I'd take that. That's no bad.
I thought, is it Stenhousemuir has got? They've never won a league. Any promotion they've got is via like finishing playoffs or second or whatever.
Can't confirm nor deny that. Don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is Stenhousemuir that done that because Inverness won the league last year. Which, I mean, that's an insane stat, by the way. But anyway, Premiership time. The granddaddy of them all. Rangers 1, Hibs 2. Take it away. You had a lot to say about Rangers, so fucking continue it.
Thought we were going to start on Saturday, no? No, we can start.
Save the biggest team and best team for last. That's fine by me. We'll do that, right? St Mirren 1, St Johnstone 0. St Mirren looked better coached than Rangers. It's sad to say. St Mirren have actually got a style of play and they've actually got a pressing game going on and they look pretty good. And Killian Phillips, 3 goals in 2 games. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm surprised other clubs haven't took a punt on this guy.
Well, it's early days. Transfer window's still open, so there's nothing to suggest that he won't be moving.
Have you got a fucking problem with me? Come on, hit me with it.
What? No.
Just fucking gritting your It's not, bro. It's Killian Phillips. I mean, that's fuggery for you.
Phil.
wanting to brawl over Killian Phillips.
I ain't wanting to brawl over nobody.
Aye, yeah, you're losing the fucking plot, mate.
I'm perfect. It's
Just 'cause
fine.
St Mirren's got more points than your wee team doesn't mean shit. No, how does it make you feel if your wee shite Diddy team actually beat St Mirren last year? You've won the league.
You'd still finished fourth, so I don't know what that does for you. Like,
It does nothing for me. That's what I'm focusing on your wee shite team. Yeah, but Killian Phillips was the winner. Thoughts on it?
a good win for St Mirren, 100% record. Phillips has done all right. Penalty, boom. There it goes. Just shows you. St Johnstone had a penalty, couldn't score theirs. St Mirren had a penalty, they took advantage.
You
boom.
miss some, you score some, and that's what happened here.
Aye, no, that's what happened. Aye.
It's all right then.
Huh?
That's good. I'm willing to move on with you. I mean, unless you got quotes for the managers, I know you love doing that.
No.
Nah, he doesn't want to do it. He's no feeling it. Right, Dundee too. You've got quotes for Stephen Presley. Hit me with him. Because Aberdeen are shite.
No, I don't. All I know is he says that it's no bad for a jobby team.
Is that all he said?
Yep.
You sure that's all he said?
Mm-hmm.
And he dropped the mic and fucked off.
Okay, that's kind of how it went, aye.
Well, it was a goal for Joe because it was 2 goals for two different Joes. Aberdeen are shite. See, there was a false sense of security. They beat Hearts and then Stephen Robinson gaslit everybody into thinking they're back. They're a club going fucking nowhere, living in the 80s. See, when Stephen Robinson gets in, he plays Fife City and he thinks he's back in the big time.
No. I don't know. He might have a lot of free time on his hands to play Fife City. He keeps this up.
Well, he's got 2 more points than Rangers, doesn't he? Were you just waiting to fire that one in?
No, I wasn't. Let's move on.
Why? No. I need to talk about this game a wee bit more.
I'll talk about it then.
I've just talked about it.
That's alright then.
I said it's a go for Joe.
Let's move on
You
then.
need to get the coats up here.
I ain't got no quotes, mate.
Why not?
I just don't have them.
Yeah, you do. You've got the access to them. Get them up there. There we go. Jambo Bear getting the quotes up. That's exactly what we like to hear. Because see Stephen Presley, man. Honestly, see the fact that Stephen Naismith could be getting the Scotland job, and I'm not saying this guy should leave Dundee because he's doing a pretty good job. But at least he's a bit of character, a bit of person. Stephen Naismith's a boring, traitorous bastard with 0 managerial skills.
Right, Stephen Presley says, quote, "The bottom line is I could run out of superlatives describing their performance. To a man, they were incredible. It's probably the proudest I've been after any Dundee performance since coming to this club. Really, really pleased. To ultimately get our first 3 points of the season early in the season's very important." End of quote. There you go, boom.
I mean, he loves hyping up his team. You know, same last week against Celtic. You know, I think he made out to be a bit better than what it was. But you know what? Fair play to them. They put Aberdeen to the sword here, and he's a guy that doesn't sound all that exciting, but he does put over his team. Maybe in the dressing room he is like a rocket because he gets his players to turn up. I feel like it's a very honestly. You look at last season, you can't really accuse Dundee of not turning up. I feel like they always put 110 in. He is the daddy after all.
What did Robinson say?
Oh, don't sound too fucking excited about it. Did your team win or did they lose?
Quote, "An incredibly disappointing performance. I didn't recognise the team. We didn't do the basics right, and it's not like us. We didn't outfight them. We didn't outrun them. We didn't outbattle them. They did the opposite to us, and their front four set the press, and we couldn't cope with it." End of quote. Boom.
That's actually insane. Stephen Robinson started off fucking depressed, then he gritted his teeth, and then he actually sounded a bit excited by the end.
Ah, well, there you go. Some things can change in like 10 seconds. So.
Stephen Robinson, man. Right. Now, this is a game you'll be champing at the bit to talk about. You're obsessed, man. You think about Celtic when you go to bed. You think about them when you wake up. And you think about them while you sleep. So, Kelly 1, Celtic 5, shite hat-trick for Casper Hogh, and that's it, isn't it? That's pretty much it. Honestly, if you take away the 4 gifted goals that Kelly gave Celtic, it's actually 1-1 here.
Well, I wish it was 1-1. That would have been a great result, but unfortunately, the gifted goals count because. Gifted or ungifted, you know, the Buster went in the back of the net, so it's a 5-1. It's a 5-1 win for Celtic. It was a pretty good victory. Helps them in the goal difference department as well. Just a disaster, really. It was a pretty entertaining game of football. I'd say for the first 25 minutes, half an hour of the game, it was a really good game of football, a really competitive game of football. But yeah, as soon as Celtic went 2-0 up, I don't know, Kilmarnock just stopped creating chances. And ultimately were there for the taking. I think Celtic could have scored more than 5. I think it could have been maybe 7, 8. Kilmarnock, though, probably should have had at least a goal in the first half. They had a couple of really good chances, just couldn't find the target. So yeah, 6 goals a lot, but reality is I think we could have seen even more in this match. But anyway,
Kelly could have scored more, but ultimately their defence was shocking. I don't think it matters if they made it 1 each, man. They were so open at the back, and it was weird. Even Neil McCann addressed the fact that they were probably the better team in the first half, but they somehow found themselves 3-0 down. And that's, I mean, honestly, when you play against a team that's got that quality up front, you need to take your chances and then park the bus. If Kelly almost went gun ho for the full 90 odd minutes, and McCann's created a meme. Did you see him put to throw the water bottle? Then he reeled it in. And he gripped the water bottle.
Nah, I didn't see that. What did Neil McCann have to say? He says, quote, "I'll take responsibility for that today. I know we made some mistakes on the pitch, but I went quite aggressive today and quite open. We made some errors within that, and we were punished by a really good Celtic side. When their tails are up, you can see how well they move it around. We've got a massive game on Friday in the Cup against Ayr United, and we'll look to put things right." End of quote. There you go. Even Neil McCann says, we made some errors, and Celtic took advantage. That's it. That's what I said, but I got called better. Celtic assistant manager Sean Maloney said, quote, "Casper had a brilliant game. He probably had as many chances today as he did against Dundee, but that's the life of a striker. You have to be there to make them. His all-round game today was very good. He gave us a platform to play. Kilmarnock tried to press us really aggressively, man for man, and everything that went up, everything that went up to him, he held. So we were able to run off him. I was really happy with the team. I loved the creativity because we create it a lot. But that's the biggest thing, the mentality. We were 100%. Full throttle, never came off that." End of quote. There you go. Full throttle. Boom, boom, boom.
But see, it was half chances for this Hogh guy against Dundee. You know, it wasn't. I mean, put it this way, right? If he missed these chances against Kelly, say he misses those 2 headers, people are fucking livid. But here,
they're searching for the receipt.
Let's pretend the headers were like Van Persie at the 2014 World Cup, just so some people don't threaten to batter us, you know. Anyway, Celtic won 5-1, the end. Great result on paper, and I mean, for him, obviously not the best debut, but to score a hat-trick in your second match. It's pretty good. Motherwell 0, Falkirk 0. A wee bit surprising. I thought Motherwell would win. Well, maybe a wee bit of a European hangover. What, you alright there? Got something to say? Speak up.
I ain't got nothing.
See you come at the king, mate. Don't miss.
The king.
I'm the ship. Remember your place. See the wee shitey rusty anchor at the side? That's you. I'm the man. Captain Birdseye.
Right, okay.
Well, what were you going to say there? You
No.
shot yourself?
Right, no, I've got nothing to fucking say, alright?
Oh, fucking taking it bad there, boy. Right, I thought Motherwell probably did deserve to win this game, but yeah, one shot on target. Hit the bar quite a few times. Maswinisi, I think, should have had. I tell you what, they could have easily had a red card, Falco here. Halfway line. Maswinisi gets sandwiched. I think they could have went down to 10 men, Falco, but they didn't. And also that would have changed the game. But I guess, as you've pointed out before, Falkirk are a bit of a bogey team for Motherwell, so maybe a draw here's not that surprising.
No, probably not.
Right, great insight there for Jambo Bear. Right, it's your wee team up next. 4-0 against Dundee United. Shocking defending all around here for Dundee United. Hearts gifted 4 goals. It is what it is. You know, they're a shite team. They'll never amount to anything this season. Tom Renard with a 1-yard tap in. Calvin Miller, you know, fucking fell over the ball and it somehow went in. Claudio Braga, shite goal. And then Josh McPake showing why he's shite.
Aye, that's brilliant banter right there. Aye, Hearts won 4-0. Really good performance. Played Dundee United off the pitch. More of this, please, in the rest of the league season, and I think Hearts can challenge at the top of the table.
What do you think? How high can you go?
Realistically, I'd say second.
But when you say realistically, right, but there's nothing wrong with finishing second for Hearts. I mean, it would be unthinkable to finish second for Hearts twice in a row. But the way it's looking, Hearts are building in the right direction, folks, and they've took steps forward. But speaking of, I can't even say 1 step forward, 2 steps back, because this is just. Well, Kizaridis is the way. Should we address that?
1.5 million.
7.
1.7 million. They're saying it's good business. Technically, it is because that's profit if they brought him in on a free transfer, which I believe he was. But ultimately, I don't know. I just they talk about he was so good last season. This and that. Well, is 1.7 really a great return? I think I'd rather keep him at the club. And now you're looking at Hearts, and if you look at like all the offensive players that were crucial to the title campaign last season, it's like they're all gone. They're all gone. Shanklin's gone. Kizaridis gone. Devlin's gone. Beningami's gone. The guy in midfield that was loaned in, he's gone again.
Leonard.
Yeah, it's depressing. It feels this can't be the goal for Hearts. This can't be the game plan to rebuild like this every single season. And I've got a feeling Braga will leave. I don't think Braga will be at Hearts come the end of the transfer window, which absolutely sucks. And I don't know. I just don't really want. You need to build on your best players now. I get it. You can sell maybe 1 or 2, but you can't be selling all your best players every single season. And after 1 season of almost winning the league, I mean that's kind of what Hearts have done. So yeah, I'll be really pissed off, man, if we sell Braga. I think we're at the stage now we can't sell.
No, but what's funny, man? Obviously, right. If Hearts won the league this season, it would be fantastic for Hearts. But would part of you not be also a bit concerned in the sense that if you want to actually dominate and like consistently be up there, winning and then selling your team, it's a bit of a disaster, isn't it? And it feels like no matter what Hearts do, I feel like whether Hearts finish 10th this season or win the league, they're still going to lose all the best players. And rebuilding each year, speaking for experience, by the way, doesn't work.
Well, I think you got less chance of losing your best players if you finish 10th. Because I think there's just going to be less interest in them.
Well, no, yes, that is true. But at the same time, I don't see how Hearts are going to like build consistently here. I think Hearts could be a club, which they have been, to be fair, over the last decade, where they could easily finish like second. Hell, could even win the league. But see, the next year could get dismantled and finish like 5th. I don't see a lot of consistency with this model, unless the analytics get it to a T. But apart from this game, they haven't really done so. Moving on though, Rangers 1, Hibs 2. Speaking about not being perfect here, Rangers lose yet again to Hibs at Ibrox. This is just becoming a regular occurrence. It's really unacceptable. Derek McInnes, I can't believe how bad it's been. Honestly, I'm in disbelief. I'm flabbergasted. I thought he'd come in. The likes of Shankland, Devlin, a few of the other signings I've liked. I'm not going to be one of these people that think the squad's got weaker. It hasn't for me. And it's just not worked for whatever reason. I can't believe it. You know, with Danny Rowe, I said it would never work. Turned out I was right. I said with Russell Martin, it would never work.
Well, I mean, were you really right with Danny Rowe? I mean, because his time got brought to an end. You're too. Yeah, somebody said that you said Rowe's a bigger failure than Martin. You're too harsh on that guy. See, apart from those four. See, apart from those 4 post-split games that he lost in a row, his actual record points per game was pretty damn good.
Try this on for size.
No, try nothing on for.
Danny Rowe lost us the league.
Danny Rowe got you in a position to fight for the league.
We don't know what Martin could have done.
He wouldn't have done that.
Danny Rowe put us at the League Cup semi-final to Celtic, and he also put us up at the quarter-final Scottish Cup against a depleted Celtic team. So let's not go into... So Danny Rowe lost us 3 trophies. No, Russell Martin lost us. Fucking hee-haw. Really?
Right, he lost you the league. He fucking...
No, he didn't.
Right, okay.
No, he did. See, once Danny Rowe closed the gap back and got us ahead, we were actually sitting top, by the way. We beat Dundee United 4-2. Danny Rowe lost his league, not Russell Martin.
Alright, Russell Martin.
I have no love for that fegan twat, by the way, but let's not pretend that
Alright.
Danny Rowe's also one.
Alright, you're right. Yep, Russell Martin. He's no blame on him whatsoever. It's all Danny Rowe's fault.
There's a wee bit of blame on Russell. But let's not who lost Rangers the league? If you honestly think it's Russell Martin over Danny Rowe, you're a bit of a
No, it's quite clearly Russell Martin. The guy fucking gave you like a 14-point deficit to make up. There's no telling.
Do you think if Danny Rowe starts as Rangers manager last season, Rangers win the league?
There's a better chance of it, yes, absolutely.
No, man.
Alright.
Whoever's in charge at the business end, that's who's cost us.
Alright.
You know, I mean, I think if Celtic lost the league, I think you could have definitely said, well, it was Nancy that lost the league because they were actually ahead. Then mid-season.
But Martin O'Neill brought them back into it, so there you go. By that logic, then, it would be Martin O'Neill's fault.
Celtic never went ahead. Rangers, we actually did. Once Celtic went ahead, they never looked back, which was about 2 minutes to go in the season. Correct or not?
So if Hearts scored that free kick and made it 2-2, Martin O'Neill then would have lost Celtic the league since Celtic were ahead for a few minutes. Right, okay. That logic's fucking retarded for you. That's just... I can't be dealing with that.
I think... Why are you putting Danny Rowe on this pedestal?
Not putting it... It's quite clear that one of those managers was more detrimental to Rangers winning the league last year, and it was Danny Rowe. I mean, it was Russell Martin. Whatever.
Well, agree to disagree. But Hibs win. We know what happened with the penalty. I can't even be asked going over it again. It's never a penalty, but they gave it. I mean, we had 80 odd minutes to get 2 goals. We didn't. We got 1, deflected. Shankland was shite. Pretty much everybody was shite, apart from... I thought Yokoda was alright. That's about it, really. I've got nothing else to add on that. Just a team that looks rudderless, going round in circles, circling the ball, hanging on in a bowl of shite, and we're not doing anything.
Hanging on in a bowl of shite?
Aye. That's Rangers right now, man.
Yeah, Chihuahua, own goal.
That's a fucking own
goal. It's got the bite of a fucking Chihuahua. And then Rangers thought they were going to go in and win it. Callum Wright, deflected strike, just hits off Romans, trickles past Pandor. 2-1 Hibernian. Ibrox empties. And that was it, really. That was it. Hibernian win 2-1. Derek McInnes. I'm surprised he didn't run down the touchline as quick as he did at halftime. He actually stayed on the sidelines for a bit of punishment.
Yeah, and then he gave a post-match interview. He talked about the fact that we've been hurting for 15 years, and no one understands and gets that hurt more than him.
I think that's deflection tactics from Derek McInnes. He was not there for the last 15 years. He's been managing numerous other clubs. It almost feels like he wants to try and take pressure off himself by bringing up the fact that here, this club's been failing for 15 whole years, not just the 3 competitive games I've been in charge. And I mean, I get that, but then every manager could use that excuse. Russell Martin, see if Russell Martin came in and says, well, listen, I've got off to a shite start, but this club's been shite for 14 years. Nobody would accept that. Nobody would accept that. Derek McInnes in those 15 years has been managing Aberdeen, St Johnstone, down in England, Hearts, Kilmarnock. That is irrelevant, right? There was no we 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. Derek McInnes is responsible for Rangers since he joined the club. He's not responsible for their lack of success last year or 10 years ago or whatever. He is responsible for what Rangers are doing since he became manager. And since he became manager, they're not good enough. But he doesn't want to isolate it down to just his stint because it looks really bad. So if he looks at the broader, wider picture and it's like, oh, well, look at the last 15 years, this is what we've been doing, then it makes him not. It makes him look as guilty of.
I don't think it's a deflection tactic. I understand what you mean, right? But
I mean, it clearly is.
No, I don't think. I don't think it is. I think he's actually speaking from like a fan's perspective. He's saying, "Here, look, this has been 15 years of this shite. I know this start to the season's not good enough." You know, he's basically saying.
Well, he came out and says he's actually played really good.
And yes, we'll get to that, right? But he's essentially saying here, it's not like we're off the back of winning stuff and we've started this way. This is a continuation of the shite that we've had. And he's saying that hopefully it'll get better. Now, what you just touched on there, I totally disagree with him. I don't see many positives. You know, we lost 2-1 to Hibs, a mediocre Hibs team. You know, it's a Hibs team, by the way, that went away to the fucking, I don't even know, the USSR a couple of weeks ago and got pumped.
He says he can't fault his players' efforts. I thought they could have gave more.
No, yeah, definitely. I can fault their efforts, man. It's one of those ones where we've seen Martin basically throw everybody under the bus first game against Motherwell. And even though I believe McInnes in the dressing room might be getting stuck into them, I just don't think he's going to do it this early. I think so.
Well, people respected Martin for throwing the players under the bus.
I did, absolutely.
Then a couple of games later, when they realised he was just shite, they all turned against him.
Yeah, but put it this way, how many more performances like this until Derek does something similar?
Not many.
You know, I think it's a very thin rope, man. On the knife edge here. And look ahead to Thursday. And then you got the cup. I mean, it could be curtains before the next league game. But I'm giving him to Christmas. When are you giving him to?
I don't care, but I think it depends on the results. You see he'll get to Christmas. If he keeps losing, he won't get to Christmas.
I'm giving him to Christmas no matter what.
I personally think every manager kind of deserves a season. Unless it's going horribly wrong. And right now it's going horribly wrong, but I think if he goes on, all he needs is a decent winning run, you know, if he overturns things in Europe, wins in the Cup, gets a few league wins under his belt, that's not going to change the fact that he's trailing Celtic by 5 points, but you get a few wins, you build some momentum, and people they'll forgive this bad start, but he needs to turn it around quickly.
Yeah,
he needs to stop the rot.
Like 5 points ain't insurmountable, folks, but it's the performances. If you don't change the performances,
like people are saying the league's over, right? The league's not over. But what I will tell you is, if Rangers drop points again before Celtic drop points, then you're getting to the point where it may as well be over. Because 7 points, that's that kind of magical number when I believe for Rangers over the last 7 years or whatever, that's when managers tend to get sacked. See, when they fall 7-8 points behind Celtic, that's when you tend to get to the right. This is no working. See you later, kind of. That seems to be the margin. I think where most managers tend to get sacked.
Well, we've got trips to Pittodrie. We've got a home game against Motherwell before we go to Parkhead. It's very plausible, by the way, that the gap could be more than 5. And this, I was practically begging in the summer saying, whatever you do, Rangers, don't be going into this Old Firm needing to win just to stay in it. At least be going into it with the ability to extend or overtake. And here we are, potentially, even if we win it.
Well,
Closing it to 2.
Celtic do have a hard run of fixtures coming up. They've got Rangers, Hearts, Motherwell and Hibs all in a row. You'd expect them to drop points in those 4 games.
Would,
so,
but,
I mean, if Rangers can go on a winning run,
you
then...
remember those last 7 games, you know, and what happened there?
I remember. Yeah. Handballs, penalties for Hearts not being given. I remember.
Do you remember the very first night of September? Right, is that where we're going to leave it? Look at that league table.
Shout out to David Gray. 3 seasons in a row he's won at Ibrox. That's no easy feat. I know people can say Rangers are shite, but that's still pretty impressive.
No, it is. Can't. Davy Gray, you know, we hyped that game up as if loser El Sacchio. We bit of a shite version of El Sacchio because no one was really getting sacked. But Davy Gray, after really bad start in Europe, he's turned it around. They were pretty unlucky against Motherwell.
I think David Gray would have took a point today, 100%. So to get off free, he'll be delighted.
But you know what, man? They went for it. See, at 1-1, they could have very easily just went, no, we'll get the point. But they countered attack and they got their reward in the end. A bit lucky with the deflection, but yeah, is what it is. There's your league table though. Celtic and St Mirren sit top. I hoped it would have took a few more match days for Celtic to actually get top of the league, but nope. We have the great Kelly defence to thank for that.
Familiar position for Celtic, sitting top of the table, looking down on everyone else. St Mirren there in second, then it's Motherwell and Hearts in third and fourth. Dundee 5th, St Johnstone 6th, you've got Hibernian 7th, Aberdeen 8th, Rangers in 9th. They are the best placed teams of the 1 point value.
The 1%ers.
Yeah, and then you've got Kilmarnock at bottom, who have not picked up a single point yet and have conceded 9 goals. Yeah, it's 9 goals.
But at least they're good at the back.
Yeah.
You know, they've got that going for them at least.
Imagine how many goals Kelly would actually concede if they were poor defensively. Holy shit. Right, guys, that's it, man. Celtic sit top. We're already going into a break. Not what I wanted. Didn't want to go into a break with Celtic top of the league, but that's it. That's how it's panned out.
Yeah, honestly, man, even if Rangers had 6 points and Celtic were top, you'd still be fucking pissed. See the fact we're 5 behind. I mean, I'd have been pissed off if we were behind on goal difference. Even 2 games in. Fuck me, man.
And now there's nothing you can do about it because there's a 2 week break, and then that St Mirren game also got postponed. So it's like,
which is exactly why the game shouldn't have got postponed.
So now you have to sit there and stew on this, and you have to sit there and wait weeks to try and do something about it.
Yep. Anyway, folks, we'll leave it there. European preview show. The games never stop, and neither does Fog Football. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, become a member. Till next time. Peace.